Okay, so this is going to be a stretching video for sciatica. We're going to start easy, and then we're going to get a little more challenging. So if you don't want to do the challenging part, just stop the video early. So the first way we're going to stretch our hips is we're going to lay on our back. We're going to cross one ankle over the opposite knee. We're going to reach through our legs and gently clasp. Easiest would be to clasp just the thigh, and you're feeling a stretch in the hip of the knee that's bent right here. You can make this a little more challenging by reaching a little further and clasping the shin. Hold it right here for just a minute. We're going to breathe. As we exhale, we're going to release the tension that we feel. Good, and one more breath. Good, you're going to release that. Now I want you to bring that ankle a little lower on the thigh. Same thing, reach through, either clasp the thigh or the shin. You're going to feel a little deeper stretch. Good, 3 breaths here. Deep breath in. And exhale. 2 more breaths. And 1 more breath. Perfect. We're going to put that supporting foot on the floor, bring the other foot right next to it. Arms are going to go out to the side in a T pose, and then we're going to bring both knees over to one side. Good. Now this is level 1, and this is going to be nice and easy. You're going to feel a gentle stretch right there in your hip. You can add a little bit of challenge by bringing that top leg a little higher and then letting that knee drift down toward the floor. Good, and you can make it even a little bit more challenging by taking that bottom leg and straightening it out. It gets it out of the way and allows you to rotate a little deeper. Now you want to keep this back shoulder on the floor, and you're going to go ahead and turn your head in that direction to help. We're going to do 3 breaths right here. Two more breaths. And 1 more breath. Perfect. We're going to gently lift that leg back up, put it flat on the floor. You're going to cross the other foot over the top of your thigh, lift that knee and reach through your legs. You're either going to cradle the thigh or bend that heel down towards your hip and cradle your shin. Now 3 breaths here. Deep breath, inhale, identifying the tension you feel in your hip, and as you exhale, release and relax. 2 more breaths. And 1 more breath. Perfect. And you're going to release that leg. We're going to drop this ankle a little lower on the thigh. Reach through again and either cradle your thigh or your shin. Deeper stretch in that hip. 3 breaths right here. Two more breaths. Last breath. Perfect. Supporting leg is on the floor. Other foot goes on the floor, and then both knees rotate to the side. Arms are going to go out into a T pose, and we're going to keep this opposite shoulder pressed into the floor. Once again, you can lift that leg a little higher, which lets that knee get closer to the floor. And you can straighten out that bottom leg, getting it out of the way so you can twist a little deeper. 3 breaths right here. Good, 2 more breaths. And you know, anytime we do a stretch that doesn't feel right to you, don't do it. Listen to your body. If your mind says, oh, well, this doesn't feel like I should be doing it, then please don't. And always start with level 1. And we're going to gently bring back that knee to the center. And we're going to bring one knee into the chest. Oh, wait. I'm sorry. We're going to extend those legs out long. Arms are going to come overhead. Nice big stretch. Now, check it out. I want you to take your left leg out to the left side. Now, without moving your hips, bring your right leg over to meet it. And then you're going to take your left arm to the left side and bring your right arm over to meet it. So we're trying to make a curve in our body. You're going to feel a beautiful stretch right here through your side. Good, 3 breaths right here while we enjoy this stretch. Perfect. Now we take that right foot back, and then left foot joins it, right arm back, and left arm joins it. Now we go to the other side. Right arm goes out to the side, and then bring your left foot over. And then right arm and left arm. Beautiful curve. So I'm feeling it all the way up and down this side. Good, and you can make this stretch as deep or as light as you want. 3 breaths. Two breaths. And last breath. Perfect. And we're going to bring that left foot and then the right foot, left arm and the right arm. Bring your right knee into your chest, right behind the meat of your thighs. We're going to use our body weight to roll up. Now, if you will take your left ankle and cross it over your right knee like you're sitting in a chair. We're going to bring that right foot flat on the floor, and we're going to put our hands behind us, and we're going to gently lift our heart center skyward. Okay? So the longer you are in this position, the less stretch you're going to get in your hip. But if you'll bring your hands and your feet in and then lift your chest, you're going to feel a beautiful stretch in that left hip. Good. Hold it here for 3 breaths. Two breaths. And last breath. Good. We're going to release that stretch. Now we're going to take that left leg mid-thigh. Same thing, walk those hands in, bring that foot in. You can come really close for a super deep stretch. 3 breaths here. One more breath. And you're going to go ahead and unfold that. We've got one more. We're going to bring this left ankle as far down as we can. Hands are behind you, and then we're going to compress right here, lifting your chest. 3 breaths. Two more breaths. And last breath. Perfect. Same thing on the other side. We're going to unfold that, crossing the right ankle over the top of the left knee. Go ahead and scoot your hips forward. Bring those hands into your hips, and then lift your chest. Beautiful stretch right here. 3 breaths. Now you have complete control. 2 more breaths over how deep this stretch is, and you can make it harder or easier as your body requires. And release that. We're going to lower it halfway down your thigh. Go ahead and bring your hips towards your heel and your hands behind your hips and lift your chest, and 3 breaths. Two. And 1. Good, and unfold that, and last time you're going to bring that heel down towards your hip as low as you can, and then go ahead and bring the heel into the hip and the hands behind the hips and lift your chest. 3 breaths here. So this is medium difficulty because you have a lot of control over how closely your hips are to your heel and your hands are to your hips, and how much you lift your heart center skyward. Good, and we're going to release that. Now this is going to be the final pose, and it's going to be the hardest, so stop anytime you want, but we're going to bring our right heel into our hip, and we're going to take the left leg behind us. Now I want you to point your toes. It might be better if I didn't have my shoes on. Point your toe to 6 o'clock so you're in a straight line. We're going to lower our chest to our thigh. You have a lot less control over this because gravity is pulling your body weight down. And then go ahead and lower your forehead to the floor. We're going to do 3 breaths right here. Good, and when you're ready, you're going to lift your chest. Now, this first time we have pointed our toe down at 6 o'clock. So let's pretend we're looking at a clock, and we've got 12 o'clock here and 6 o'clock here. 9 o'clock is going to be right here. We're going to do this exercise 3 more times, pointing our toe at 7, 8, and 9 o'clock. So let's go ahead and bring the toe out to 7 o'clock. And then once again, gently lower your chest to your thigh. You can rest your forehead on the floor, and we've got 3 breaths here. Perfect, and then lift your chest, rotate that foot out to point at 8 o'clock. Good, and then gently lower your chest to your thigh. Good, forehead to the floor if you can or want to, and 3 breaths. Perfect, and then last one is lift your chest, and we're going to bring that foot out to 9 o'clock. So it's perpendicular, at least as much as you can to your body. And then gently, elbows first, chest to thigh, forehead to floor if you can or want to. This is a very challenging stretch, so work into it. 3 breaths. Perfect, and lift your chest. We're going to gently roll that back to 6 o'clock, and then we're going to come up on that knee. We're going to switch out, so your left foot's forward, your right foot's back, or other foot. Once again, pointing that toe at 6 o'clock, gently lowering chest to thigh, forehead to the floor, 3 breaths. Perfect. Go ahead and lift your chest. We're going to rotate that foot out, pointing it at 7 o'clock. Gently lower to your elbows and then all the way down if you can or want to. 3 breaths. Good, and lifting the chest. We're going to bring that foot out to 8 o'clock, or actually 4 o'clock. And then gently lower the chest to the thigh. Good, forehead to the floor if you can or want to. 3 breaths. And lift your chest. And last one, 3 o'clock, perpendicular to that leg that's behind you. Elbows to the floor first, chest to thigh if you can, forehead to the floor if you can. 3 breaths right here. So we're changing the angle that we're stretching that hip muscle. Perfect, and then go ahead and lift that chest. We're going to bring the foot around. Now, we're going to lay all the way back down on the floor again. Let's put our hands by our hips. Actually, that's going to be too close. Let's just have the feet comfortable and feet, knees are together. All you're going to do is drop your knees to the side. Go ahead and put your hands on your thigh. Gentle weight to open that up. Now, you're going to feel a nice stretch in your inner thighs, but we're working for sciatica, so what I want you to do is pull your navel in, rotate your pelvis, and try and press your lower back into the floor. So this inner thigh stretch is just a bonus. What I really want you doing is pulling your navel in and pushing that lower back down. 3 breaths here. Perfect. Now slide your hands outside your thighs and help raise your legs. Now I'm going to leave you with this final stretch. You can stay here as long as you want. What we're going to do is walk the feet out as wide as a mat would be. And then I just want you to bring your knees together. Now you're going to feel some strange stretching here. I want you to work with it. Take a deep breath in and identify where you're feeling that stretch. Exhale, release and relax. Good. 2 more breaths at least. One more breath. Now you can stay here as long as you'd like, but when you're ready, you're going to bring your knees back to the ceiling, walk those feet in. Bring one knee into your chest, grab behind the knee to the thigh to use your body weight to roll yourself up. And what we're going to do is end in an easy sit, legs are crossed. You can lift your heart center skyward if that gives you the stretch in these hip muscles. Otherwise, you're going to start walking your fingers forward, keeping your chest lifted. Doesn't help you to rotate the crown of your head down to the floor. I want you to keep your chest lifted and gently float your elbows down to the floor. Good, beautiful stretch. And that's our sciatica workout.